Hello, I am a neutron star. That is a star at the end of its life journey. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself, how I came to be this way, what I'm like, and what I'll be in the future. I am a very old remnant of a star. At one time, I was huge, up to 8 times bigger than your sun. Then I died in a gigantic explosion called a supernova. This explosion blew my outer layers into space, but the core of my being remained behind. My core no longer does nuclear fusion, so there is no outward push from this reaction to counteract the force of gravity pushing in on me. This causes my core to collapse inward, getting really small and dense. This extreme density allows protons and electrons to combine into neutrons, which is where I get my name, neutron star. Neutron star, a small, dense star made mostly of neutrons. Although I am very small, only about 12 miles in diameter, I possess huge amounts of mass, several times the mass of your sun, so I'm one of the densest objects known. Just a teaspoon of me would weigh millions of tons on Earth. The heavier I get, the smaller I get. I bet most humans would like that ability. It is as if a 10-pound bag of sugar was smaller than a 5-pound bag. If you would like to be me, you must start as a star of a certain size, not too big and not too small, somewhere around 4 to 8 times the mass of your sun. If you start too small, about the size of our sun or a little bigger, you will never get enough density and gravity to condense when you die, so you'll only end up a white dwarf. White dwarf, a star about the size of our sun at the end of its life that has run out of energy and collapsed. Black hole, an object that is so dense not even light can escape it. If you start too big, you will have so much density and gravity you'll end up a black hole. You have to have a size right in that sweet spot to make it in the neutron star category. Kind of like a Radio City Music Hall rocket. Not too short, not too tall. Pulsars, rotating neutron stars. Some of my buddies are pulsars. These guys think they are so high and mighty because they appear to blink on and off to you observers on Earth. But let me tell you, all they are newbies. New neutron stars that have enough energy to spin. As new neutron stars are forming, getting smaller and denser, they spin and emit radiation. You Earth people see this radiation and think it looks like a blinking star. This is kind of like people on a boat seeing a lighthouse on land. The light appears to blink on and off as it rotates around, and the people on the boat see it, then don't see it, then don't see it. This apparent blinking on and off gives neutron stars the name pulsar, because they look like they pulse, on, off, on, off. After millions of years, these newbies stop their spinning and settle into life as a regular neutron star. There are about 1,000 pulsars in your universe, but millions of neutron stars. I'm just one of the possible final stages of life for a star. In order to be like me, you must start as a star of just the right size. If you start too big, you become a black hole. If you start too small, you become a white dwarf. Extreme pressure in my core causes protons and electrons to merge into neutrons, which is how I get my name. When I was a young neutron star, I may have been spinning and emitting radiation that people on Earth see as a pulse of light. They called me a pulsar at that time, but eventually my energy diminished and I stopped spinning and just became a regular neutron star.